Hello everybody, welcome in. I need to make sure that this isn't going to be loud. Give me 1 second. I tried turning off the volume, but it's being an issue right now. Okay, perfect. Hi everybody, welcome in. Technology was just being an issue as it always is, but I'm here at long last. I'll try to angle myself away because I've got the glasses on, and when I look directly at you, you kind of see the ring light in my glasses there. So I'm gonna look away from that. How is everybody? Welcome in. Happy Saturday night date night. Hello, Colette and Jess, Linda Padilla. Hello, Jill and Penn and Kim and Shay. Hello, Shay. Welcome in. Let's see. Trish. Hello, hello. So for the members, some of the officials had witnessed me using this. Not everyone even knows that I had this plugged in. So at any rate, the camera, the phone that I'm using is not compatible with the microphone. However, my iMac is. But I can't go live on my iMac because it freezes for some reason. So anyway, no microphone this time. Anyway, you guys can hear me, so that's all that matters. So Saturday night date night, guys. I got my snacks. Sorry, I have my snacks. I have Bobo's. And this week I've got the blueberry fig bar. So we're doing blueberry this week. Super, super nice. Love that. Okay, and then I've got the coffee. So we have that. And because it's pretty hot in this room, I've got my Diet Coke. Do you guys ever do that? You have something cold and something hot at the same time? Because you just can't make up your mind. Like, do I want something hot or do I want something cold? Not really sure. Hi, Michelle. Welcome in. Oh, helping cook gumbo tonight. So good. I made chili, not tonight. Tonight I made burritos, believe it or not. I did the whole get up with the burritos. I made aguacate. I did chicken. I did all the fixings. I did tomatoes, and I just made it a huge burrito. So, so good. Anyway, I fed Mom. Once she realized what she was eating, she just went to town with it. I made hers a little different. For her, I just did, less is more kind of a thing. I made it simple so that way she doesn't have to worry about, what is this? What is this? So I just signed to her like what she was eating, and she was all for it. So very, very good. Shay said he cooked, I didn't care. I love that. So, so good. Michelle is heading to the bushes as I crochet a blanket. Hello to all. Yes, thank you. Hi, Colleen. Welcome in. Hello, Dawn. Welcome in. So yeah, I don't really get a chance to, I'm not one of those people that, spends hours every day in the kitchen cooking, obviously, because I'm crocheting. I spent the better part of my day writing patterns. So I draw little images, little pictures for stitches. I don't think I've ever shared this with you guys. So when I sit here and I design, I actually go through all of my stitches and I, come up with pattern ideas and designs and things like that. And then what I do is I take that and I write it all out like this, which this here is this. So, I have a piece of yarn stuck there. Oh, hold on. The mad scientist. So, yeah. So, I'm doing a rectangle. And so, yeah. This is what I do all the time. I've got notepads and books and sheets of paper and recipes all written down like this. All over the place. I have more right here. Anyway, I can't show that. This is a nunya right here. I learned the hard way. We have to develop some nunyas here. So that is over there. Anyway, how are all of you guys? Hi, Shelly. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Jill. Let's see. So Jess is working on the Stitch Medley blanket. It's a really nice pattern there with, you've got like, you know, the medley of stitches. So good. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, Dinky Crafts. Hello to you. Welcome in. Hi, Margaret. Very nice to see all of you wonderful people. Hi, Fran and Sugar. Hello, hello. So, yeah. I was going to wait till Monday. I'm going to say this again on Monday anyway, but I'm so proud of myself because I finished the first part of this already. On Friday, I said that I have a week to make these squares. I finished them already. And so I'm going to throw black on these next. Hopefully have these done by Friday with the black. And then I'm going to start another color. I'm very excited about that. So I need 1,020 of these squares. So this colorway is called Bikini. Do you want to see the skein? I'll show it to you. It's right here. So that's what I have left of it. So a vintage, variegated, discontinued yarn from yesteryear. I love the pink in this because it's like a vibrant pink. It's not dull or muted. So I really like that. I like the colors in this. So every colorway that I pick from Stash, I need 50 of these squares. And so I just have to put black around these. And the hook stays in the bin. That's my rule, so I don't lose it. I have a tendency of forgetting like what size, especially when I'm moving fast in a project and I don't have time to like write it down. I don't take the time to write it down. It's not that I don't have the time. I don't take the time, you know? So, hi, Anna. Welcome in. And look at this, guys. I have 200 completed already. I'm serious about this project. I mean, I start a lot of things and then it sits on the wayside, but I'm serious about this. So we're going to do it. So the question is, will I be able to get 100 squares done by Friday or what? Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. December blessings. Let me go ahead and click that like button. Thank you. Very kind of you. So yeah, I'm very serious about it. My mother really inspired me with her project that I helped her with, that I wanted one of my own, you know. So originally I was thinking about doing it with solids, but I've got tons of variegated yarn to use, so why not? You know what I mean? So I'm excited about it. And I don't know how many of you guys remember this. Some of you might. I worked on a corner-to-corner vintage spectrum, like, I called it many things. My vintage spectrum corner-to-corner blanket. So I stopped working on that because I ran out of yarn to add to it because all the leftovers were going into that blanket. Well, now that I'm working on this, I've got leftovers. So this can now go onto the corner-to-corner blanket that I've been working on. So I'm very excited about that, you know? So, yeah. I'll keep you updated on that. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Wonder One. What a great nickname, right? I love that. Thank you to everyone in the bushes. I have a question for you guys. Just off the cuff question. How many of you guys watch the older live streams, or do you guys not watch them at all? Because I'm debating on whether or not I should leave them up, because according to the algorithm, there's a bunch that like are just sitting there. And not that I have a problem with them sitting there, I just feel like it's like dead space almost, you know? So how far back do you guys go, I guess is the question, because, you know, there are some older ones that I think that are like a few years old that I may need to put like in an archive folder. Annie says, since I'm new, I do watch them. You love the older streams. I find some of those very cringy, if I'm being honest with you, because I mean, I didn't have the experience on YouTube as I did back in the day, so I was a little, I guess, wet behind the ears. And so now I've got a few years under my belt. I kind of know how this goes. And so I watch back and I'm like, ooh, it's very cringy. You just saw one 8 months ago. Huge difference, right? Jess loves the ones where I was being spicy Juan. Oh, geez. Of course. Of course. So Adeline says, I don't watch the really live shows. Well, this is as live as it gets. So maybe some of the older live streams. It depends. Sometimes I let them just play. Yeah. Hi, Bon. Welcome in. Hi, Monica. Nope, every day, all of them. Okay, and Army Mom says, in my opinion, nothing over a year. That's fair. I mean, I've got over 2 years worth of stuff there, and like, yeah, I think some of them maybe needs to go to an archive just because it's a different one, you know? Like some of my tutorials, like the ones that I did in early 2024, I don't do my tutorials like that. And so it's very different. And people ask me, they're like, Juan, who's that one? Like, who is that? It's the same person, but like, who is that? Because it's so different, you know? Anna loves the ones with Mama Wilma. I think I'm going to keep those ones on there. I mentioned that to you guys, I think. I said to you guys that I was going to keep those on there because I'm sentimental and I want that memory there. And I want to share that with you guys. So like the ones with Mama there, I'll keep there. But the ones before that, I think have no purpose. It's just too old. Let's see. Jeremy says, I can't really watch them because I really want to watch the chat. Yeah. Shay says, I do like your newer tutorials, if I'm honest. Me too. I prefer my newer ones. The older ones are, I hate saying this, my older ones are cringy to me. So, but I leave them up there because some people say, one, it really connected with me. It really helped me. But my team behind the scenes, they're encouraging me to remake the ones from yesteryear, like 2024, 2023. They're like, remake those. Once you remake those, take them down and then put the fresh ones up. So I'm considering on doing that. Fuzzy Butt says, keep them all. I like watching. I like that you like watching. Jeremy says, love the tutorials, can watch them over and over and over again. Listen, Jeremy, we need about 1,000 more of you. Can you find 999 more folks like you? And just watch them over and over and over again, because I would love that for all of us. It would be amazing. These oat bites, oh my goodness. You know what I want to do, guys? I want to tell you something. I told Kim this yesterday. I said that I wanted to start I wanted to do a new another TikTok account, but I wanted to do a TikTok account for a mukbang. Like, since I have this super duper microphone that was gifted to me by Michelle, we tested it the other day, like in Zoom. This thing picks up literally every single thing. I sat here and I turned it all the way up, and then I angled it down like this, and I had it sit right at my neck. Hold on, I gotta turn it around. Oh, this is too funny. So I had it angled right here like this. And I took a drink of my coffee, and you literally heard every single bit of that fluid going down my throat. When I took a bite of my food, you heard every bite. You heard every little bit of it. I think there might be a little bit of a mukbang channel happening. Oh. I like certain things with mukbangs. Like, I like eating the pickles, the cucumbers, crunching down on chips, but not like with your mouth open, that initial crunch. Like, I like that. Or the macaroni and cheese, when you're swirling the macaroni and cheese, the sound of that. And just, yeah. So you might see me out there as a mukbang channel called Juan Eats. Just putting that out there. So if that's your thing, if you like watching mukbangs, and I'm not going to tell anyone that I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it. Like a separate little TikTok channel. I'll start with like 0 followers. And then I'll just go on there and I'll eat my pickles and I'll eat my little cucumbers and I'll have my little, hard-boiled eggs with chili sauce all over it. It'll be good. So, Jeannie, I'm announcing it, but you don't know when I'm going to be doing it. So, yeah. So good. Oh, yeah, if you go over there now, there's tons of mukbangers. And some people do like the sound of it. Let's see. Tie-Dye Dawn says, Juan, I found Bobo at my Quick Trip station. Oh, that's so good. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with this. It's so good. Hi, Juan. I got the Bobos you have. They also have the peanut butter and jelly ones. They are bigger but yummy. I haven't tried the peanut butter and jelly ones. Hi, Jill. Welcome in. Lemon Bomb Mel, it's changed over the years. It used to be, things like that, but now people come on with these huge plates of like different kinds of foods and things, and the plate is literally like this. Like, you'll have the plate right here by the camera, and then their face is right here, and they're just eating like this. I don't want to do that. I do want to have the microphone super close, but I want to sit back here and kind of like do my like pickles and cucumbers, and I don't want to be one of those that eats like 12 packs of like ramen or like, 2 packs of hot dogs. I don't want to be that person. I want to do that for the ASMR. And so I think that would be a lot of fun. So, because I like watching them. I do watch them. That's my guilty pleasure. Yes, especially the Korean ones. I love the Korean mukbangers. They're so fun to watch because they show you how to make their food and then they eat it. And I mean, there are things that they make that I would never even think about trying, but I'm watching them do it, so I'm living vicariously through them. And I love that for me. So, Luann loves the pickles and cucumbers. Love it, love it, love it. Shay is skipping to the bushes. Bye, Shay. We're going to miss you. Shelly says they are slurping or like they are starving to death when they inhale the food. Well, apparently in their culture, when you hear them slurp their food or make noises, it's compliments to the chef and it actually speaks to how good the food is. So it's just the way that they live. It's their custom. Whereas over here, the louder you are, the more inappropriate it is, apparently. Over there, the louder you are, the more you're letting people know you're enjoying the food. I believe there's like all kinds of articles about it too. Like, it's very custom in the Asian culture. Yep. Michelle says, I'm so glad that you're loving the mic. Please do whatever you want with it and don't listen to anyone. Your mic came with instructions. They're all you need. One thing that someone suggested that I perhaps might need, when I use this for different things, a little cover for this. Because when I say my letter P's, you can hear it. It sounds like a bop on the microphone. So I'll have to figure that out, but it's fine. Just stretching the back. Hi, Jax. Welcome in. Hi, Deborah. Welcome in. Hi, Kim and Tawna. I so couldn't watch that. That's a big no and a pet peeve. Yeah, some people, it gets under their skin. But for me, it's my guilty pleasure. I love watching the Asian mukbangers. I don't really like the ones where they're competitive eating. I don't get that. I can't get behind it. That's their thing, and I'm not knocking it. It's just I don't watch that. So, yeah. I love the Asian mukbangers. The one thing, though, I gotta tell you about those is, like, I don't understand some of their foods. Like, I'm not knocking it because, again, I don't understand parts of their culture with the food. But, like, when they go to eat raw food, like, I think it was raw shrimp, and then they do something with the lobsters, not lobsters, with the crab, soft shell crab. They'll, like, soak it in something, and then they'll take it out. It's still raw, but it had been in this, like, marinade for, like, 3 days. And then they drink something when they eat that so that it counteracts. I don't know. It was hard for me to watch that because I knew that all of that was raw, you know? Anyway, we are moving on to this. Good evening, Juan. How much snow do you have? We have no snow right now, but we are getting snow. I spent the day in between doing a million and one other things, looking for rock salt, looking for an extra shovel, you know, all of that, because we are getting, I think, between 3 and 6 inches of snow. So I spoke with Penny next door, and she doesn't have anybody to shovel, you know, her driveway, her sidewalks, and things like that. So I told her that I was going to take care of that, and I asked her, I said, do you have any rock salt? And she said no. So I had to pick up extra rock salt to make sure that I could do, you know, her driveway, her sidewalks, and all the things. So I wound up finding the rock salt at a gas station. Like, the big places, they ran out. No one had rock salt, but this one gas station near my house had like half of a pallet of like small bags of rock salt. So I said, how much for these? Because I don't see a price. And it was this astronomical number. For a small bag, I don't see paying more than $10. I mean, it was $10. Anyway, so I picked up a few bags of those, and then I have a plan in place to shovel everything. So I'm gonna wait for the snow to fall. So yeah, hopefully we get the lower end of the snowfall. It's just gonna make it a lot easier because there's a lot of sidewalk and a lot of driveway. So yeah. I know down in the lower slower, they're not getting as much snow as we are, but they're still getting something. I think most of the state of Delaware is getting snow, but I think the upper half where I'm at, we're getting more than the lower half, but not by much. So snow tomorrow here in Brooklyn, New York. Oh my goodness. Hi, Rini. Welcome in. Good night to work on my blanket. I'm very excited for you. Luann's got 4 inches of snow. Low tonight. Oh, wow. I don't even know what the temperature is. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with modular heating. So in my house, I've got sensors in every room. So like when I walk into a room, the heat kicks on, and then the heat turns off in the room that I was in once there's no movement. Anyway, there's this thing, like there's an override where I can turn it all off or turn it all on. So I thought I turned it off. I flipped it the wrong way. And so I went to run to get the rock salt. I come back home and the house is like an oven. I open the door and all this heat just comes and hits me in my face. I don't mind it because it's cold outside, but I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm already sweating. It's like almost 90 degrees in this house. Oh my goodness. I'm like, what did I do? And I'm always complaining because I'm either too hot or too cold. It's this whole sensor thing, you know? Yeah, or sensor heating, modular sensor. It's a sensor activated heating. Modular. My apologies. It's sensor. Temperature. I'm checking the temperature because I did not check. So 78 in Lubbock. Oh my. Me and technology are not besties. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I have no idea. My keyboard just decided to not want to work. You guys ever get that? Nope. Look. Oh, now it wants to work. Okay. Oh my goodness. Temperature. It is 39 degrees right now. Chance of rain 100%. So it looks like we're getting rain and then snow. So yeah, that's exciting. I love that for us. You know what it is? I got this back in 2017. It's old. I mean, by computer standards, it's pretty old. But I do take good care of it, even though it is a problem a lot of the times. It's time for a new one. Hey, Lalana, welcome in, and Paula. And Dee Dee, it's 2 below, and it feels like 16 below. You know what it is? Probably the wind. That wind factor really brings down the temperature, I feel. I don't know. Oh, I got to tell you guys something. So yesterday, I was on TikTok. I like to go on unannounced. I like to just go on. And so I went on and I did my first knitting tutorial. And I could not believe how many people were tuned into that. They were very excited about it. And it was just the basics, like how to cast onto a needle and like how to do the knit stitch and how to purl. You guys know how I feel about purling. Anyway, I had such a positive response to that. It was so good. And then we went on to granny squares. I did a granny square tutorial, and it just goes to show, like, there's so many people out there who are just getting into crochet. Like, you know, hey, I'm new here. How do you put yarn to a hook? Like, how do you hold your yarn? Those were the kinds of questions I was getting yesterday. Like, how do you put the yarn between your fingers? How does that work? You know, those were the kind of people that were tuning in yesterday. And it was so great to be able to show people with the camera over the table, like, this is how you hold your yarn. This is how you do a slip knot. This is how you chain. You know, we took it to the basics yesterday, and it was so much fun. Ohio is under a winter weather advisory until 7 Monday morning. Wow. That's a lot, because there's a lot of time between now and Monday morning. Lots of fun. I've been crocheting for eons, and yet I had no idea there were so many ways to do a single crochet, right? I actually saw someone crocheting with their fingers without a hook. I don't know how they did that without splitting the yarn. I'm not sure how that actually happened. Welcome to the officials, D Crochet. Thank you so much. I hope you like it here with the officials. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention, let me double check the date here. So it's the 13th. So Monday on the 15th, there will be a post dropping in the community tab specifically for the official level Yarn Addicts. You guys will get your monthly pattern dropped on Monday. So pattern drop day for officials is Monday. We were wrapping up the final edits. Me and the pattern unicorn, we were finishing up the edits, so you guys will have that on Monday. Very excited about that for you guys. Oh, so let's see. Oh, I should taste this. I'm not too keen on the blueberry, but I'm gonna do it. Also, I have to tell you guys, there's a tutorial that's going to be dropping early next week. It's going to be for the sweet karma cow, because all of the members of my channel, everyone in green, received a pattern for December 2 weeks ago, and they got exclusive access to that pattern. And I said to them when I dropped the pattern that they get it for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to drop the tutorial. So all the members of my channel who have a pattern, that tutorial will drop early next week for you guys, and also for everyone else for the channel. And that written pattern will be available on my Ravelry. So stay tuned for that. Just letting you know there's a release of a tutorial coming up at the beginning of the week. It's right here. So this is the sweet karma cowl. There's a label stuck to it. There we go. Okay. Here it is. The sweet karma cowl. And one thing that I do have to tell you guys, for those who have made the Emberfell cowl and the ones who decide to do this, I try to keep it as simple as possible. So if you're wanting to make this smaller, feel free to reach out. Since the Emberfell cowl is out already, I can tell you guys that for those of you who want to make it smaller, you can eliminate your stitches in numbers of 2. So the stitch multiple is 2, and since it tells you to go to 80 chains, you can literally go to like 70 chains or 76 chains, just multiples of 2. All right. But yeah, the tutorial will be coming out for this. All right. So there you have it. Just putting that out there so you guys know. How are all of you guys? Are you guys good? The fig ones are great. Yes. The fig ones are great. I have to tell you, the green ones are good as well. The apple cinnamon, they're really good. Quite mild here at the moment. We had rain on Friday night and Saturday morning, but now it's clear. Aren't you guys going into summer, Robin? I think summer is right around the corner for you guys. You're in spring right now. You're going into summer. I have to remember that. We have viewers down under, and I have to remember to do things for our viewers down south. So you may come across some patterns and things that involve cotton, DK weight, light things. I mean, if it's of interest to you, feel free to dig into it, but just know I'm putting that out there for people who live on the other side of the globe where it's really hot and maybe they don't want to make a heavy blanket. So stay tuned for that. So Margaret is making a new blanket. I love that. Mike Renner says, doing well, Juan. Continue work on patterns that I find you have done tutorials on. Very nice. My favorite are the Strawberry Nature's Bakery. The strawberry ones are really good. It was suggested to me to take those Nature Bakery fig bars, cut them into 4s, and then put them in a bowl and pour almond milk over them and eat it like cereal. I promise you I won't do that. Just the amount of calories involved in that would literally make me want to take a nap right after I had that. There's no way. Right? Let's see. Just did row 4 of Emberfell. First time doing crisscross. Not loving them, but they do look really good. Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. It's a beautiful looking stitch, but for some people, yeah. I will tell you that for me, working with an inline hook, it's easier for me to do those cross stitches and trebles. I always have an issue working treble stitches with a tapered hook, but with an inline hook, it's like butter. And so maybe try another hook with that stitch. It might work a little better. Just a suggestion. This chat definitely moves fast. Yes, it does. I love that though. And the good thing about it is I do pay attention. So I see you guys. You are definitely seen. Apple one's the best. Yeah, the apple cinnamon ones, they're really good. And I like to take them and heat them up for 10 seconds to just have a little warmth in there. It makes it really soft and squish. I'm just imagining the diabetic sugar come if I did that right. So after I have this, I have to make sure to drink my water to, balance it all out, you know? There's nothing like a true inline hook, right? Susan Bates is where it is, guys. If you want a really good inline hook, Susan Bates. It's got the point on the top and all the things. And I will tell you, if you're looking at Susan Bates, try going on eBay looking for the vintage ones. They're made better. I mean, the quality of the hooks nowadays it doesn't compare. But if you're in a pinch and you need an inline hook, then get the ones that are out there now. But just know that the ones that are made from yesteryear are much better than the ones that you're seeing now. You know? You want an old Susan Bates? Yeah, the place you'll find them is eBay, for sure. Will the Emberfell cowl work with a number 6 yarn? So, yes, but also you have to make sure your stitch count changes. You cannot do that Emberfell cowl with 6. It'll turn into like an infinity scarf, So just chain until multiples of 2 until you get to the desired size you want, and then you can work the pattern up. But yeah, it'll work. Vintage Susan Bates with the Susan Bates ergonomic grip are awesome. I like any and all of the vintage ones, not because of the handle, but because of this. So for those of you who have them, look underneath this. If you look underneath this, you will see with the newer ones, it's flat under there. Flat as a board. There's no horseshoe shape under there. It's very flat. The pack says made in Malaysia. Those are the ones that are in Michael's right now. It says made in Malaysia. They're not made correctly, according to how they used to be made. But the ones that were made in Mexico, you'll find them like that, like this, and before. But the really good ones, like the creme of the crop, are the ones that have the prices on the hooks. So I have some. My J hook was 29 cents. Where are you? Here. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but you see how it says 29 cents on that hook? Yeah. This is underneath here. It's not flat at all. It's like this. And it really just holds that yarn right in place. So flat all the way from the neck to the joint of the hook. So no, if you're looking at the hook like this, underneath that hook, you want to see a bevel inside underneath that lip, underneath this. But for the newer ones, you can look in there and you'll see it straight across. It goes straight. There's no like U shape under there. And that's how you're able to know if the hook is actually good or not. Some of them actually, when you look, they're uneven. Yeah. I mean, I took the hooks right off the shelf at Michael's and I looked, and one side was cut a little different than the other side. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be perfectly like even on both sides. So the inside of the tip of the head, it's like the under chin, yes. It should be round like this and not flat. Yep. And that's the newer ones are coming out flat and not round. And so people are saying I'm having a hard time with the Susan Bates hooks. Yes, because they're made different. They're physically different, you know? But yeah. Let's see. Oh, and for those of you guys who I don't know if you guys have them or not, but the original Susan Bates, like before the metal ones, they were gray. Thank you so much, Kim, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. For those of you who have or may not have, I have to dig. I think I have them. I have the original Susan Bates ones that are gray, and they've got a tip down here. It's like a little cap, and it's all gray here, and it looks like a plastic hook, but it's not. It's Teflon. It's like a steel hook on the inside, I believe. Steel or aluminum, something. But there's Teflon, like gray Teflon on the hook. Maybe you know about it, maybe you don't, but someone reached out to me the other day and said, hey, Juan, here's a link to what is like the original Susan Bates hooks. I don't know, but yeah, I have to look into that a little more to be sure. But I do have those Teflon ones. And your mail is this vintage Susan Bates from before it was called Susan Bates. That's awesome. It was called something else, wasn't it? But yeah, for those of you who have it, look into it. You can, if you look into it, you'll be able to tell like exactly how old that hook is. It's really old. I don't know if it's older than this though. This is 29 cents. And I have ones, different sizes that are like 15 cents and 10 cents. I don't know if those Teflon ones came out before these. I don't know. I'll have to look. Hi, Sierra. Welcome in. You caught a live for once. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Lurking and listening. I love that. Thank you so much, Sierra. Robin says, I'd happily have winter all year. Deb says they're called Quicksilver. Yes, that is the name. Quicksilvers. Yep. And they come in a set, and you can buy them in a set. You can buy them individually. But the set has, well, they all have these gray caps at the bottom. And yeah, I'll have to look. If I have them, I'll showcase them. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I've got a hook box I got to dig through. Let's see. Dawn says, when I'm able, I want to go through my recipes. Would it be okay to send you any knit ones since I don't knit? Hold that thought for 1 second. I'm still actually organizing and going through my stash, so just hold tight. I'll put the call out there when I'm ready to receive again, okay? Juan, do you have any gem hooks? Yes, I do. I keep them separate. I've just a few. I think I have a G, an I, and a J. And they're the steel ones. They're very heavy. I have a little collection of steel Susan Bates, like the bigger ones. No, not Susan Bates. The steel boy hooks. I have a few of those, and I have steel gem hooks that I keep separate. But just a couple. Whenever I come across it, I jump on it like, I'm like, I need to get that. Thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate that. Let's see. Do you ever do filet crochet? Yes, I've done filet crochet on the channel back in early 2024. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like, it's like anything else. We don't do things constantly. We pick it up, we put it down, we try something else, and then we go back to it, and then we try this. We're all over the place here. Hi, Steven. Welcome in. Happy Saturday night date night. Question, any suggestions on the Emberfell cowl? The 2 rows of front post double crochet every other stitch. It keeps ruffling on me. I have counted my stitches, not sure what is happening. So a lot of times, you know, when you're in the moment and you're doing it, when you're doing the front post double crochet, sometimes we go back and go into that stitch where we just put the front post in. So what I do whenever that happens to me, I grab stitch markers and I place stitch markers where I'm supposed to put my double crochets only. And so if it doesn't have a stitch marker there, I just put my front post there. And then as I go around and I place my double crochets in those stitches, I remove the stitch marker. So it's ruffling because somewhere there's an extra stitch being put in. And even though we don't mean to do it, it's the blend of it all. When you're looking at it all, it's really hard to tell like what stitch gets what, you know? So, and then also too, tension, you know, just pay close attention to your tension. Let's see. Question: I always think links in your Facebook page aren't allowed, but I have had people ask about my Christmas blanket. Should I say where I found it? So if you've been putting it in there and it hasn't been approved, it's probably because I'm not exactly sure. If you're trying to promote another channel, it won't get approved. So there's strict guidelines on that. But yeah, if you remove the link, then you can submit it. Hi Amy, welcome in. Welcome in. You grew up in Pretoria, so I know how dry it can get. Micro Nurse, love your videos. Enjoyed watching a video the other day with your mother. You were so sweet to her, and she was so happy to see things that people got her, especially the angels. I love that, sending prayers. Thank you so much, Micro Nurse. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Let me hit that thumbie there. It's very nice of you. Hello from warm Eastern Washington. Having spaghetti with you. I love the spaghetti. You know what I want to try? Like spaghetti squash. Has anybody tried that before? I've never tried it. I heard it's really, really good. Jocelyn says, my favorite hook is the Susan Bates interchangeable hooks. I have furls and custom hooks, but the Susan Bates is what I turn to. Yes. Yes for that. You love spaghetti squash? I heard it's really good. I want to try it so bad, but like I'm afraid of investing the time in making it and then it not turning out well. Let's see. You love spaghetti squash? Okay. So maybe it's something I just need to try, you know? It's really good. If you like squash, then it's fine. I want to use it as an alternative to pasta. You know, as a diabetic, pasta turns into sugar for us. So I love spaghetti. If I find an alternative, I'm going to eat it all the time. Carrie says, I think spaghetti squash is a pretty inexpensive trial thing. If it doesn't turn out, you're right. I agree. Yep. Jean says, I just finished 4 couch TV blankets for my grandkids in their favorite colors, almost finished. I used the rectangle corner to corner stitch. That's very nice. Wow. Ocean View grows spaghetti squash. It's a great low-calorie substitute for spaghetti. Yes, I definitely need to try that then, for sure. Denise says, use zucchini and spiral cut it for spaghetti. I'm going to try that. I'm definitely going to do it. Have you tried zucchini noodles, Juan? They are yum. I haven't tried them. I do have to try. I want to try alternatives because I feel like with me being a diabetic, there's a lot of things that I used to like eating that I don't eat anymore. And it makes me sad. Like I love spaghetti and I would love to eat spaghetti if I could have it without worrying about my sugar. So yeah. Hazelnut coffee in your cup tonight, Juan? Yes. Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut coffee with caramel macchiato creamer. Yes. Tona uses zoodles for stir fry. Ooh, stir fry. I haven't had it in such a long time. Do you ever use velvet yarn? I'm not a fan of the worming. I am not a fan of velvet yarn. Actually, in fact, whenever I receive it, whether it be through Happy Mail or through like a haul, I regift it. I pass it on to someone else. I don't like it. It's too heavy. It's very weird. Like, I don't want to say weird, but like, I have no use for it. Yep. Have you tried chickpea pasta? Delicious. Yes, I love chickpea pasta. It's just that I have to be careful with how much of that I eat, because although it's a great alternative, I still have to worry about everything else. So, yeah. Okay, Dawn, she's leaving. Have a good one. Thank you so much for peppering in here. Um, let's see, I make mine in the air fryer. I've never tried that. Bye, Kim. Thank you so much. Let's see. Adeline says, I like Susan hooks plus the clovers. I'm going against the majority, I guess. Pencil holder. I believe everything is relative. You know, I don't think, like, to be honest with you, there's this whole saying where there's more right-handed crocheters than left-handed crocheters. I believe left-handed crocheters are the silent equals. I think there's a lot of lefties out there who don't really make themselves known. Just like pencil holders. I think there's tons of pencil holders who don't really let people know that they're pencil holders because everyone else is a knife holder, you know? So I think there's a silent majority out there that we don't see or hear of, you know? So I don't really put it past anyone. I learned that. I'm like, you know what? Before I assume and think that everything is a certain way, let me just realize that there's a whole vast world out there that has people in it that really don't vocalize what they're doing. So I found out just yesterday while I was doing my crochet tutorial on TikTok how many left-handed crocheters joined my channel. Insane. Shay, thank you so much. Popping out of the bushes. That's so nice. Huge hugs to you. Thank you for your support. Love it. Yeah, there's tons of lefties out there. And when they found out that I do left-handed tutorials live, they're like, oh my goodness, thank goodness there's someone with a left hand who's doing it and going slow and all the things. It was so good. Krista says, my son is a lefty. I love it. Tell him to tune in if he's not already tuning in. Especially if he's on the TikTok streets, you know? Because the tutorials that I do there, they're different than here. Because over there, it's in the moment. If someone stops me and says, hey, I missed that, I can literally just live. I've got the camera over my hands. We do all the things. It's so good. I love it. So much fun. I try to tell as many as I can. And you know what? I got to say something to you guys. The word of mouth is absolutely incredible. Like, a large part of my growth is because people are spreading the word, whether it be here in the local yarn stores or you guys telling your friends and your friends telling your friends. I had people message me and tell me, hey, one of the members of your channel told me about you and the fact that you were a left-handed crocheter, but you did both, you know, such and such. So I went to check out your channel and I love it. And I told everybody at work. So not only did that one person get their friend, but then that friend went to their job and told everyone at their job about me, and then they all became subscribers to the channel. So word of mouth goes far when you just put it out there. So huge thanks. If you have ever spread the word about me, you are exactly who I'm talking about. So thank you so much for that. Yep. I had someone tag me on TikTok and say, I followed one of the Yarn Addicts tutorials. Everyone go check them out. I'm like, what? So good. So huge thank you to everyone spreading the word about me. I appreciate it. How is my mom? My mom's doing really well. I just fed her dinner. I sat with her for a little while just to keep her company. She was feeling lonely today. So I sat with her and had dinner with her. And then I told her that I had to come and do this. And so I helped her to bed. So she's asleep. Shay, I find watching your left-handed tutorials very interesting since I'm right-handed. Still fun. I love it. Thank you. Lefty love is what we call it. So Deborah is a word spreader. Thank you, word spreader. I appreciate that. Sandy's got a question, guys. I always miss the TikTok lives. Is there a way for you to leave them for some sort of replay? So it won't allow me to just leave the entire live there because some of my live streams are really long. And I don't watch the clock when I do my TikTok lives. So some of those lives are almost 3 hours, you know? And so that's a lot of data to like upload. So no, they do highlights where I can give you like 1 minute snippets of the live, but nothing where you're watching the whole thing. So Linda says, I think I'm settling on a Prim since it's going to be such a long project. That's nice. Thank you, Carrie. She says, I tell folks about you. I'm still trying to grow my channel, but with the teaching things, it's so hard for me to find energy to go live as often. What we do here, it's not easy. And I know like a lot of you guys know that. Like doing a tutorial, going live, planning the content. One of the things that I love best about Saturday night, date night specifically, is the fact that I don't have to prepare anything for it. I can literally turn the camera on, sit down and hang out with you guys. But literally for everything else, I have to plan, I have to record, film, edit, upload. You know, it's a whole long process. My latest podcast, classic example. So it took, okay, so it was 1 hour. The finished product was 1 hour. From beginning to end, from the moment I came into the studio to begin the podcast, to prepare, it took 8 hours. It takes 8 hours to film, like, I guess, no, to plan, film, edit, upload, all the things. 8 hours for a 57-minute video. So everything that you saw there on episode 112 took me 8 hours to do. And it's really difficult sometimes because you want to keep adding more and you want to add more, but then you have to edit back because the realization is, will everybody be willing to sit there for an hour to watch all of it? And I'm like, well, I can't cut it back anymore. So this is what it is. Yeah, 8 hours it took. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. And for those of you guys who are watching my videos, I want to thank you guys so much. I put a lot of work into them, as you guys know. So I get a lot of joy knowing that people enjoy that, you know. So you were looking for a Cal and found you for the Spring Cal 25. I was hooked. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it took 8 hours. Yep. I came in at 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, everything was ready to go. So I uploaded it to YouTube, and it took them an hour to do their checks. And then I released it at 5 o'clock. It took, so 9 hours from beginning until you guys were actually able to see it. Yep. Trish says, I think Juan has a gold play button. It looks gold on my screen. It does look gold, doesn't it? No. We need 830,000 more subscribers. Or something like that. I can't math correctly. No, 870,000 subscribers. We need a lot of subscribers before that actually happens. But one could hope, right? With the right angle, we can pretend it's gold until the right lighting hits it, and then we're quickly reminded it's silver. Calm down, Juan. It's only silver. Welcome back, Carol. I appreciate you. Jeannie on the Hook mentions you all the time. That is how I found your channel. Well, thank you so much, Micronose. Yes, I was referred to her by an old friend, and when I found her to be very relaxing. So the one thing that drew me to her was that she is a designer like myself. She writes patterns like myself, and she prepares a program like me. So, you know, she's got weekly content that comes out that I look forward to. So like on Fridays, when I release my podcasts, as soon as it releases, I go right to her channel and I watch her show. And the funny thing is I'm watching her show and she's watching my show. So if you notice in the comments, she watches and she comments just like I watch her and I comment in her videos. So yeah, it's really nice. Carrie says, oh yeah, and I also have to say, I so enjoy my membership here. Those patterns we get are awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate that. Hi, and guten Abend, lieber Juan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Verna. Very, very nice. I need to save for the new furls crochet hooks. You know, I would really appreciate it if they could figure out a way to bring back the Odyssey design. That would be amazing, right? We could have full sets of Odyssey hooks in the same color handles. That's what I would want. The streamlined metal hooks are nice, but I actually want a nod to the past. Give me a set of furl Odyssey hooks, the complete set. Patrick says, these past 18 months have been amazing. Thanks for everything you do for us. Thank you so much, Patrick. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You watch us both. I love it. Yep. I appreciate that. Yes. We need a yarn color called Calm Down Juan. It's silver. Right? That would be so nice. Oh, so nice. How were the Odyssey hooks different than the Streamline? The overall design, like the ergonomic shaping of the hook is different. The beveling at the tip is different. Everything about it is different. I mean, yeah, when you hold them side by side, it's night and day difference. And anyone who has a Furls Odyssey hook will tell you that out of the Streamline or the Furls Odyssey, they're going to go to the Furls Odyssey before the Streamline hook, for sure. But I don't know what happened. It was a whole thing. So no more of that, unfortunately. Oops, I'm losing it. A simple thank you for all that you have done and continued. Thank you so much, Jess. I really appreciate you. It's very kind of you. Amazing. Let me click the button there. Thank you. Very, very, I agree on the Odyssey, yeah. And you know what else? I got to tell you guys, listen. If you go online and you look at what people are charging for these Furls Odyssey hooks, it's extortion, okay? Because when they were on the Furls website, they were just as much as the hooks that you're seeing over there now. People are charging over $150 for one hook. Why? It's a hook. You know, it's one hook. Like, you're obviously going to be selling it to someone who's going to be using it for the craft. You already know everything is super expensive. Okay, fine, you can upcharge, but really $150? Like, there should be a limit to that, you know? It's a shame. And, like, not to sound ageist or anything, but the vast majority of people in fiber crafts and like crochet and knitting are older. And not saying everyone's on a fixed income, but I'm sure everyone would want to at least be able to say they have a Streamline hook, you know? So fine, you paid back in the day like 30-something dollars for the hook and you want to make money off of it. Fine, double it. I get it, 60 bucks for a hook. Okay. It's still high, but fine, you're making your money. But $150 for one hook? That's ridiculous. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Colette says, that's why I'd like to rent one from someone. There should be no reason why anyone should want to charge $150 for a Furls Odyssey hook. It's ridiculous. Nana says, Juan, when I'm finished making my last 2 blankets for my great-grandchildren, I want to watch your tutorial on the Nana June blanket. You're going to like it. It's a great pattern. Lots of people have made that blanket, and it pays tribute to a wonderful person who was part of our community. So yeah, very, very nice. Jess says, great, it's an ugly thing. It is. Hi, Amber, welcome in. Been in the bushes, super duper proud of everything you have accomplished and continue to. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Reminds me of the Beanie Baby craze, right? Now, again, if you want to upcharge, if you want to make a few extra dollars on the hook that you had, and mind you, these are not new hooks, right? They're not new. So, like, you want to make a few extra dollars, go for it. You know? Shay, thank you so... Oh, my goodness. Guys, do you see this? How does one react to this? Thank you so much. What? Thank you, Shay, so much for that. I really do appreciate that. Wondering if you will create your own yarn one day. Someday, yeah. I'm working, like I told you, I don't know if you guys remember, I mentioned that I was working with a yarn dyer locally here. And with the holidays and everything, like we thought there was going to be time, but just not enough time. But I am still working with her. Let's see. I get far less to live on with my disability grant. Wow. Trish says, okay. I won my only furls from Mishi. And I bet you like that. Krista, do you like that hook? I'm just asking. Like, I got to tell you, I mean, the Furls Odyssey hooks, they're really nice. They're scarce. But keep your eyes peeled. Facebook Marketplace is a great place to find things like that, along with the vintage Susan Bates hooks. Just keep your eyes peeled. There's people that are not out to get people for their money. Just pay attention to the prices. If it's too high, don't pay attention to it. One day, you're going to come across a posting for a decently priced hook that you want, and your name is going to be written all over it. It happened to me more than once. Just keep your eyes peeled. So, very, very nice. So yeah. You've never tried Furls hooks? Okay, so the resin hooks and the streamline hooks are very different. That in itself, those two kinds of hooks, they're different. I mean, they're nice hooks, don't get me wrong. So with the resin hooks, you have to be careful because if you drop it the wrong way, it's liable to crack. And so while they will replace it, they are very breakable. So that's a huge drawback to the Furls resin hooks. But the metal streamline hooks, they're really nice. They come in different colors and things, which is great. But if you're comparing a streamline hook to an Odyssey hook, it doesn't compare. It's two very different hooks, you know? You randomly saw a post from a lucky duck who found Odysseys at a thrift store. Exactly. You listen. The places that I have found hooks would blow your mind. I found a hero. I found a set of hero hooks at. I went thrifting, and the place that I always donate my stuff to, I went in to check to see because they have a yarn section, and someone donated a set of hero hooks, but it's not the full set. It was F, G, H, I, and J. And I got that whole entire clump of hooks for $5. If you look online for that, you're not paying $5 for all those hooks. So what did I do? I obviously bought them, and I brought them home, and my one sister who crochets, the one that makes like one blanket a year, she saw them on my island, and she said, "Whose are these?" I said, "They're mine. I found them at the thrift store for like $5. And she says, "Oh, you don't need these." I said, "What?" And she says, "Yeah, you don't need these. I need hooks. You have hooks. I don't have any. I'm going to take these. Here's $5. So she paid me what I paid for those hooks. And so, you know, I said, okay, I made my money back. It's fine. So my sister, my oldest sister, her name is Nancy. She's got those hooks. I thought I was getting away with like a deal and a steal. No. Nope. She came in and she took them. Which is good because, I mean, it's fine, you know? I'm not... this is why I'm an only child. I wish. I wonder what life would be like being the only child. Krista, right? Listen, I was going to just be that person and snatch them back, but I said, you know, I've been blessed, you know, and so she saw these hooks, and it is what it is. I'd rather her have them anyway. So, make sure she puts them in her will. You know what I need to do? I need to go over there and remind her, like, hey, You remember those hooks? Okay, so if anything should ever happen, like if you're never interested in those hooks, or if you stop crocheting, think about me with those hooks. Don't give them away. Come bring them back here, because there's tons of people that I can give them to. I can pay them forward to someone else. I don't necessarily need to keep them. I intentionally bought those hooks to share them with my audience. But yeah, because when I go thrifting, I don't thrift for myself. I thrift and I buy things to share on the channel. And so, yeah. I should have kept the J. I should have kept all of them, Krista. But they weren't for me to begin with. Like I said, I got those hooks at the thrift store to share with you guys. Cindy says, Juan, my husband's getting jealous with our Saturday night date nights. He'll be okay. The Sue of Many Sues. I love that name. Sue of the Many Sues. You shared with your audience of one. I did. She does watch me in the bushes. The new Odyssey hooks are in the final stages, Penny. Really? I have to see that. Wondering. My feed is a way further ahead of what Juan is commenting on. It happens. Sometimes it slows down. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. So what are the plans? What are the things? So tomorrow we've got the Sunday live, right? We've got that. And then wake up early morning with Juan. So we've got wake up with Juan. All of those live streams are on the channel now. So if you want to be notified, just make sure to click the button. I've got those live set up already. For the members of the channel, don't forget Monday, we have members only Monday. So we got a live on Monday. And Tuesday, we're not doing Taco Tuesday. We're doing Let's Chat Stitches. But the first part of Let's Chat Stitches is going to be a recap of the season finale of Taco Tuesday. So anyone with finished makes and things, I'm just going to come on and show what I've made for Taco Tuesday, the finale, and then we'll get into Let's Chat Stitches. Okay? I'm excited about that. Thank you, Kim, for giving everyone the reminders. That's really kind of you. Where's Let's Chat Stitches? Right here on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I think would probably be 4 West Coast. It's such a stark contrast of difference. But yeah, 4 to 7, I think. But it's going to be here on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. All right. Julia, thank you so much for peppering in here. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Kivia says, I bought some crochet books from Dollar Tree and Dollar General a while back. That's awesome. I love it. What about Wake Up Monday? So Wake Up Monday is 4 a.m. every Monday. It's a vertical live stream. I recap and plan my week. I pull out the planner. I write everything down. It keeps me organized for the week. So yeah, we're going to do that on Monday at 4 a.m. That's also there on the channel. So, you know, turn those notifications on if you need it. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate Saturday Night Date Nights with you guys. So that is all from me for now, guys. And until tomorrow, I shall see you on the next one. You guys have a good one, okay? Bye.